I am Mckenna Grace, and I play Skye in PAW Patrol, the DINO movie. She's very confident in her flying abilities. She might be the run of the litter. She's a little bit smaller than the rest of the pups, but after the last film, she doesn't really let that get to her. And I like to think she's kind of proud of it. I think that she embraces it now, and she's a little bit more confident in herself. She's always been very strong, very powerful. I think that Skye is a good role model because, Skye's very confident, and I love that about her. I think that she's also very kind and very strong, and she's also a super cool, super sick girl up in the air, fighting fires, saving people, saving dinosaurs now, which is crazy, and she was a superhero in the last one. Insane! I think that it's super cool for me as a girl to see a super sick character like that. We kind of crash land on this super mysterious island and discover that there's dinosaurs there, which is crazy, super exciting. I was stoked whenever I read it. Yeah, we find all of these dinosaurs and find out that they're not as scary as we think they are. We make a friend there, Rex, personally my favorite character in the movie, other than Skye, of course. Rex is this super cool character that we meet whenever we crash land on this island. And he has this super sick treehouse that he's built, and he's friends with T-Rexes, hence the name Rex. He's on wheels, so cool, so efficient, and has this whole place and thing that he's built on this island because he's just been living there with the dinosaurs, which is insane. What is there not to love about PAW Patrol? It's a bunch of super cute, super cool dogs saving people, puppies, really cute puppies saving people, and they can all talk, and they're all super cool and super smart. And I think that my favorite thing about PAW Patrol is that there's a pup for everybody. There's a pup that anybody can see themselves in because there's so many of them. And I mean, Skye's always been my favorite, not because I'm biased, but I see myself in her. I think that she's the super cool lady. No job too big, no pup too small. I think it's just kind of, there's no issue, no job, nothing that's too big to overcome, and no matter how little or how young or how small you feel, it doesn't matter. You can overcome anything. And I think that that's what's cool about watching these small dogs go and take on all these insane, crazy problems that pop up, is that it kind of just shows that it's more about the strength on the inside than the size or the strength of the outside. It's always an honor to get to be a part of PAW Patrol in general, but it is so exciting with these movies. I mean, the cast is already stacked. It's insane. We have Terry Crews, we have Bill Nye the Science Guy, we have Snoop Dogg, Paris Hilton, Jennifer Hudson, insane. And we also have dinosaurs. There's just so many big pieces to this movie that I feel are so much larger than life. Including dinosaurs, that I feel are just so much fun to experience on a big screen. And personally, my favorite memories growing up are going to the movies with my dad, and I think that it's so fun to have that experience or make that memory with your dad or your mom or your family or your friends or your kids. I think that it's just going to the movies in general is such a special experience.
Hi, I am Terry Crews, and I am playing Alistair Stonewall. PAW Patrol is one of the most successful kids series of all time, and to get this opportunity to be a part of such an iconic franchise was a dream. I have 5 kids, and one thing that I always remember having the best time at a movie like PAW Patrol with my babies and everyone screaming and loving it and having, with joy. And it's just a wonderful series for the whole family. Alistair Stonewall, I would say, is not a bad guy. He just loves blowing things up. He is a mining and explosives expert, but he loves explosions. And he wants every excuse to blow something up sometimes when it's not necessary, but it's kind of like my life, every excuse I can get to pop my pecs, I do it, So it's the same thing. I'm explosive with the pecs, he's explosive with the explosives. The PAW Patrol finds an island where dinosaurs still exist. But the problem is Humdinger has found diamonds on this same island, and he brings in Alistair Stonewall in order to explode parts of the island in order to get those diamonds, and that's my job. The coolest thing is I love dinosaurs. I think kids love dinosaurs. The fact that they're, one of the biggest mysteries on Earth that we know existed, but it's still a mystery. And the fact that the Paw Patrol finds actual dinosaurs on this island, let me tell you, it just takes this movie into a whole nother realm. It's one of my favorite things to talk about, and the kids love dinosaurs. I love the Pterosaurus Rex, personally. What's great about being in Paw Patrol is that I know a lot of these characters. I know a lot of these people personally, the people who played this. I know Paris Hilton, I know Snoop Dogg, I know Bill Nye. And it's kind of like, wow, you feel like you made it. When you get an invitation to be in Paw Patrol, you feel like, wow, I'm actually, I've hit this point where people want me in this movie so they can recognize and bring my character into it. And I mean, to be among this kind of peer group, these guys are all stars. They're some of the most famous people in the world. I couldn't be more honored to be a part of Paw Patrol, and I'm just excited. I believe kids and parents all over the world love Paw Patrol because it's something that we can all enjoy together. This is something you can have the entire family spend an evening in the theater, enjoying it, laughing. The jokes are for everyone. And I think it's rare right now. And I'm very happy to be a part of something like Paw Patrol that's just, it's been iconic in this space, and I think it's going to keep going for a long time. We want to go to the theater. We want to see things in the big, giant, all the glory, all the color, all the spectacle. And the best thing about seeing a movie like Paw Patrol in the theater is that there's no other distractions. It's really about you're in the scene. You are on the island with the Paw Patrol. It's a beautiful thing, and you get to take all the friends with it. But another thing, too, is that you enjoy it with the rest of the audience. Everyone will laugh along with the jokes. That's the best thing about seeing any movie in the theater, is that it's a shared experience with everybody in the audience.
Paw Patrol, the Dino Movie, is the perfect movie for families and kids. It's got happy dogs who accomplish things. And furthermore, you have diversity. You have diversity in breeds of dogs, which replicates real life, where we have all kinds of people doing all kinds of things. And I don't want to shock you all, but there's going to be peril. There's going to be danger. And these pups, I'll betcha, get us all out of it. I'm excited. Well, a fundamental thing in Paw Patrol, the Dino Movie, is they don't give up. There's trauma, there's difficulty, there's danger, but they don't give up. And eventually, I have a feeling you'll be pleased. They prevail. Well, it's important for everybody, really, to never give up. And the sooner you learn that lesson, the better. So it's great that kids can see this modeling. The pups work together to resolve the problems, and they do it because they never gave up.
My name is Jameela Jamil, and this is Barreled Jamil. I play Heidi, who works at the Paleontological Institute, and so I'm there studying the dinosaurs and come across the fantastic pups and need them, as everyone does at some point in the movie. It's so cool to be part of the Paw Patrol universe, partially because I'm obsessed with dogs, and in order to make sure that my phone algorithm only shows me dogs, I say dogs into my phone constantly, so that's all I see. But also Paw Patrol is such an iconic franchise, and all my friends, especially the ones who are parents, think I'm very cool. Finally. In this movie, the pups are stranded during a terrible storm, and they end up on this dino island, which is filled with dinosaurs, and they come across this sweet pup called Rex, who's been stranded there for years, and he has become an expert on dinosaurs. And so they start working together when the inevitable chaos ensues to make everyone safe. And that's why the pups are the best. Heidi's there on the island trying to help the pups understand the dinosaurs, but also she's flying a little close to the sun. So she is someone who's going to need the pups very much. So they kind of form a coalition. They become a big crew together because they're all fighting for survival under these insane circumstances. But what I think makes this Paw Patrol film my favourite one, aside from the fact that I'm in it, is the fact that it's two things that I love and everyone loves, which is dogs, unless you're a monster, and dinosaurs. And so that's really the world I would prefer to live in, is just dogs and dinosaurs, preferably no people other than just me and the dogs and the dinosaurs. I think people love Paw Patrol so much because people love dogs, because dogs are the best and dogs are genuine heroes. And the only reason that I'm safe every day is because my pup protects me. And I think that dogs keep the world running, and we're so lucky to have them. We don't deserve them. And I think it is about damn time, actually, that we have dogs playing the true superheroes of the world, because they make everything better. I think it's popular around the world, not only because globally dogs are loved, but also because it's an empowering film. It empowers and inspires children. The fact that they're puppies and not just dogs specifically, I think is so important, because it reminds children of their potential and their capacity for leadership. And so I think kids see themselves in these dogs. And so it's a really, really clever combination of all of the things that kids love and find stimulating, but it's also not a patronizing brand. And so I think that kids feel seen and they feel as though they can see themselves in these really fun adventures. My favourite thing about Paw Patrol is obviously just the fact that I get to stare at dogs for an hour and a half. And they're saving people as a group, and it's not about ego. There's not one superstar. Everyone has their own little moment at their own separate time. And so I think that that's a really lovely and important thing to demonstrate the power of people coming together and how much more powerful the outcome therefore is.
Hi, I'm Fortune Feimster. I am playing Gene, a scientist in the new Paw Patrol DINO movie. I am so pumped to be in the Paw Patrol universe. Finally, I am a hit with my nephews. This is the one thing in my career that they are pumped to watch. So yeah, it's an honor. Kids love this franchise, these movies, the show. So to be any part of this world is such an honor. In the movie, the Paw Patrol come upon an island that have dinosaurs. So they call in these scientists to come explore this island and these dinosaurs. And my character, Gene, is one of those scientists. I love the Paw Patrol. There's something unique about each pup. You know, they have different strengths and abilities. But they work so well together as a team, and it's just one of those shows that's really fun to watch, and it's good for families to watch together, and kids love it. So it's just one of those feel-good, positive universes. The pups are adorable, they're fun, they have different personalities, then there's these cool cars, and they have these missions that they go on, and they're saving, you know, different people, and it's cool to see them on these different adventures that they are having to work together to solve or to figure out. And yeah, I think kids just gravitate towards that. It keeps you on your toes, but it's a fun, positive show. I'm so excited that this movie is going to be in a theater. I think it's so exciting for kids to go to the theater, just because that's such a fun adventure and something you can do with your friends and your family. You kind of make an event of it. And because it's such an adventurous movie, and it's very big and colorful, and there's so many fun characters, I think seeing it in a movie theater on that big screen is way more magical, because it just sort of engulfs you, this whole experience, and you get to eat some popcorn. I'm so excited to be a part of the cast. There's some really fun names that are providing voices in the movie. You got Snoop Dogg. I mean, come on, who doesn't love Snoop Dogg? Such an iconic voice right there. Paris Hilton, also known for her voice. Jennifer Hudson, one of the best singers in the world. I mean, people are really bringing their A game to this movie. And so to be among some of these actors, Bill Nye the Science Guy, I mean, how cool is that? And we got Terry Crews, who's so fun and animated just in life itself. So to see him be one of the voices in this movie, I know it's going to be a real treat for people. Jean, I immediately noticed she had big curly blonde hair. And was just sort of molded to resemble my essence a bit more. And that was pretty cool. Like, I couldn't believe that this animated character was kind of like physically inspired by my voice once I recorded. So I will like have this character there forever. That's sort of, you know, a nod to me. I not only get to voice it, but her essence is very much mine as well. So what an honor. The most fun part about being in a Paw Patrol movie is that it's one of those films that is for everybody. It's such a feel-good movie, and I'm finally a hit with my nephews. Something that they can watch and tell their friends about. It's such a popular TV show and movie, and to have this movie come out and be a part of it, I think will give me some real brownie points with my family. So thanks, Paw Patrol.
I play Marshall in Paw Patrol the Dino Movie. Marshall's the fire pup. He's clumsy. He's funny. Well, he's funny because he's clumsy. He's brave, and he's always on the roll. He's ready, and he makes a lot of mistakes, but his bravery kind of makes up for it because he never gives up. They have all these cool gadgets and vehicles, and they use it for helping people or protecting them from a villain. In this case, they're protecting dinosaurs. And it just makes me happy seeing them go out of their way to help whoever needs help. It's really amazing to be in Paw Patrol. I was 3 years old when it first came out. I've watched all the episodes. I've watched them several times. I had all the Paw Patrol toys, clothes, bed sheets, pretty much everything. And it's amazing because I never knew that when I was watching Paw Patrol, I never knew that I would become my favorite character, Marshall. Marshall's definitely my favorite character. I've always loved him because he's super clumsy and funny, and he just makes me laugh. They crash on an island with dinosaurs, but they don't know it's with dinosaurs because there was a storm and they end up crashing on this island, and there they meet Rex. He's been stranded on the island for years, and he's got to know the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs are his buddies, and they see all the dinosaurs and they're like, whoa, that's so cool. People all around the world will love it because kids love dinosaurs. I haven't met a kid who doesn't like dinosaurs. And seeing the dinosaurs with the Paw Patrol, I think that it's going to be a great movie and people are going to love it. It's kind of like Jurassic Park, but with the Paw Patrol, of course.
My name is Hayden, and I play Rex. I'm in a wheelchair, and he is in a wheelchair. And so, yeah, you know, he's really cool, and in the movie, he looks amazing, you know. I thought that he was a cool pup, and he looked amazing, and he looks athletic, and he looks like he's based off of me. No matter what, you know, like he's no different from me. We're both in a wheelchair. We're both athletic. We're both funny. We're both smart. We're both creative. And yeah, it's fun. It's fun to see him on the screen. Once he crashes and lands, he's at a island, and before he knows it, he's at a dino island actually. And so over the past 2 years, he was on a dino island, and that now he's a rescue pup on this dino island, taking care of all the dinos, saving the dinos, taking care of the dinos, and now he built this treehouse that's really cool. It's amazing. And once these pups come and they have a good time with him and they're at his island, if I had my own T-Rex, I would probably I would make him my pet, and then wherever we went, he would always be my bodyguard, or he would probably always look out for danger. And when we're in danger, he will rescue all the other dinosaurs, and he'll probably be a trusty helper. I grew up watching Paw Patrol. It's an amazing show. You know, it inspires a lot of kids, and it makes me happy to now be in it. I feel like the pups inspire the kids by never give up, you know, never give up, and always work together as a team, and just do your best on everything. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but it's just always there, you know. Paw Patrol is amazing, and my favorite thing about Paw Patrol is that all the pups, they're no different from anybody else, you know. They're amazing. They save people, they help the community, they save the city, they stop Mayor Humdinger from doing all these bad, weird stuff. And yeah, I feel like all the pups, they do an amazing job. To see all these pups on the big screen, it makes me feel included as a pup, you know, because since I'm in the movie, you know, all these big stars as pups in the big screen with all my dinos on my island. I'm really excited that the Paw Patrol are hanging out with my dinosaurs, you know? It's been 2.5 years, and finally I get to see nude pups.
Hi, my name is Henry Bolan, and I voice Ryder in Paw Patrol 3, the Dino Movie. Well, in Paw Patrol 3, I play Ryder, and I think he's a really great guy. He just thrives on leadership. When I was recording his voice, I really just had to think about like being the leader of the pups. I think if he were real, we would definitely be friends in real life. And he's just overall a really great guy. He's just a really great leader for the pups. I watched the first season when I was like super young, and I kind of grew up with it. Like as it released more seasons, I got older, so I grew up with it. That was really cool to me, and like especially as they added more things, like how they became like super pups. Ryder and the Paw Patrol are on their big boat, and they are just kind of cruising through the water, and suddenly they happen upon a big storm, and they're kind of like their systems get all jammed, and it's all wonky, and they end up crashing on an island. And it turns out that this island is like infested with dinosaurs, and they meet this other pup who lives there named Rex in his treehouse, and he's kind of friends with a couple dinosaurs. They all have their unique ability that fits right into the team, and it's a mash of everything that just perfectly works together, and it's so inspiring for kids, and it makes them like, and they're dogs too, right? That's great for kids. They eat that stuff up. So they're so like inspiring to little kids. Each pup has a unique ability that just fits right into the team, making it just a great team. It all just fits together perfectly, and it makes the series and the movies just so amazing. If I were a dinosaur, I think I would be a Tyrannosaurus Rex, because they're big, and they have like really big teeth, and they can like stomp around and like roar and stuff, and they're just kind of like, almost when you think of dinosaur, you think of Tyrannosaurus Rex. I kind of would want to be that.
My kids and I love Paw Patrol. We've seen every film. They are so much fun to watch, so cute and iconic, and I know fans are going to love to see the adventures they go on with the dinosaurs. If I had a job on their team, I would love to be their stylist. It would be so much fun to style them in the cutest outfits. I play a character named Nancy, and my husband in the movie is voiced by Snoop Dogg, who's a good friend of mine. So it's so much fun to be working with him. I've known him forever. In the movie, our family is rescued by the Paw Patrol, and they even save our cat. It was so much fun.
Hi, I'm Cal Brunker, director and one of the writers on Paw Patrol, the Dino Movie. In our new movie, we've sent the Paw Patrol on a prehistoric mission. They crash land on a deserted island, and when they get out to explore the jungle, they find out they're not alone. This island is the only place in the world where dinosaurs still exist. When the pups arrive on the island, they meet Rex, a Bernese mountain pup who's been stranded there for several years and has become an expert on all things dino related. He's the absolute perfect guide to show the pups around Dino Island. Rex's best friend is a giant T-Rex named Timmy. Rex rides around on his back and they go everywhere together. On Dino Island, the pups meet all sorts of dinosaurs, from T-Rexes to Triceratops to Stegosauruses and Brachiosauruses. And my personal favorite, Marshall makes friends with a baby T-Rex named Rhubarb. We all love dinosaurs, and one of the coolest things about making this movie is we got to talk to real dinosaur experts to help us make the film. We talked to an expert that helped us with exactly how the bones and muscles fit together so that our dinosaurs could move in a way that felt authentic and real. We talked to another dinosaur expert whose specialty was in the movement of dinosaurs, dealing with these huge bodies and making sure that they move in a way that feels realistic and really brings you deeper into the story. Making an animated movie is a lot of fun, but it takes a lot of artists and it takes a lot of time. We start out with the script, which is like the plan for the movie we're making, but then we visualize it by doing what's called storyboards, little sketches that figure out all of the shots and what the actions are going to be. And when that's complete and we feel good about it, we bring it into the computer. We record with actors whose performances bring out the personality of the pups and the other characters in the movie. And then we go into the computer where those performances are animated by hundreds of artists who work on the film. Then we take that animation and we put it into beautiful environments with lighting and special effects and sound effects, and in the end it all comes together to make the movie that you see on your screen. When we first set out to make this movie, something that was really important to me was to not let the dinosaurs become too cartoony. I really felt a sense of wonder about dinosaurs when I was a kid, and I wanted to keep that majesty and that excitement and hopefully inspire a whole new generation of dinosaur fans. When we set out to design Rhubarb, the baby T-Rex, we were really aiming to make the cutest dinosaur ever. He's Marshall's best friend, and what we kept thinking about is, what if Marshall, who is a puppy, got a puppy? And so Rhubarb has a lot of those little puppy mannerisms. He wants to play, we see him shake his tail, and we thought that was a really fun way for these two characters to relate to each other. Almost anybody who has kids in their lives knows PAW Patrol, which is very helpful when you're trying to cast a movie. We have some of the biggest stars in the world lined up to be in our film. This movie's got an amazing cast. We've got Jennifer Hudson, Terry Crews, Jameela Jamil, Fortune Feimster, Snoop Dogg, Mckenna Grace, and each of them bring their own distinct voice and personality to the film. One of my favorite parts of the film is when we learn about Marshall's backstory. We see how he joined the PAW Patrol, and we find out why Ryder calls him the pup that never gives up. In the movie, we have this great sequence where the pups explore the island on hang gliders, and it's an awesome moment for a fun, danceable pop song, and very early on, we knew this song had to be amazing. And who does a better pop song than the Backstreet Boys?
The PAW Patrol lands on a mysterious dinosaur island after a storm where they meet Rex, a stranded pup, and the island's other inhabitants, dinosaurs. I have two girls, and so PAW Patrol was definitely playing 24/7 in my house. I became a fan through my children. I'm a big fan of animation. I just love cartoons, and I love all the individual characters. I love how each of them has like a specialty that they do. My favorite is still Skye. Skye flies, she has the helicopter, she has her backpack, she has all the cool things. That was my youngest daughter's favorite. We've been to the live shows, we've gone down the PAW Patrol rabbit hole, and we've seen the first two films multiple times. So yes, we are a PAW Patrol house.
Love PAW Patrol. It's been a part of my family's life since they were born. All my kids, and especially my son. I think when it first came out, we were watching it, like from the first episode on. And every single one of those episodes were memories for us. And I brought my son to this live show, and we got a chance to meet all the characters, and we took pictures. And during the show, I'm watching this, and I'm looking at my son, and I start bawling. I start crying as we're watching this because it was so impactful to our lives. And so the fact that we could just even be involved with this movie to any capacity is just so great. And then obviously the characters, I love the characters and the storylines because it's always about solving a problem, and a solution. And I think that's great for kids. It teaches them, it's life. You know, that's what life's all about.
My oldest is 18, my youngest is 12. Maxwell, my youngest, grew up on Paw Patrol. He had the, I don't know, it's like a bus or Winnebago that had
the big
mission control.
I still have it. I still have
Yeah,
it.
semi-truck. Yeah, he had all
we had
that.
it too.
And yeah, I love the fact that they're always solving a problem, and they're all using. Each of them have different strengths, and they all come together, and it's a great example of teamwork.
My kids being 2 boys, a big Paw Patrol family. My wife was so excited that she sent me a picture here of my youngest one. For Halloween, they used to dress up, and Marshall was his character.
Hell yeah.
So that's why
Hold
Marshall
up
has
there so they can
Marshall has
see
a
that.
special place in my family household.
Everybody brings something to the table, whether it's our individual
Voices,
musical
personalities.
influences, our voices. You know, our sound together as a unit is unlike anything else. Like, that is what makes the Backstreet Boys. The Backstreet Boys is our harmonies, the collection of voices, and again, like I said, each of us coming from different musical backgrounds or liking different genres of music, it allows us to really expand our kind of musical universe, if you will. I mean, we are fans of
We
all
have
kinds of
different
music.
strengths,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they complement one another.
Also, I mean, I think each character, like, that's in a way we're characters, real people though, and
We are?
I believe we are. But my point is, there's somebody for everybody out there. You know what I mean? And that's the same with
That's
Paw
what
Patrol.
people can relate
You know,
to.
so there's and that's what I love about Paw Patrol.
We got emailed a great song,
Yeah.
and
Great song.
I mean,
Great
great song, great
writers.
opportunity. I mean, you know, this is really a special moment that we get to be a part of something so amazing.
that our kids love.
Yeah, like this far into our career, even though my daughters are 12 and 8, when I told them that, Daddy and their uncles are going to be doing a song for Paw Patrol, they were like, "What?" So like, it's still really cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Connecting with lots of
major
generations.
cool points for Dad.
Bottle up. Yep. Bottle up. It's about a feeling that you get from somebody, and you don't want to let it go.
Yeah.
You just want to bottle it up in that moment.
Bottle up the
you know?
feeling.
And just, you want
Or
it to
that
last
moment.
forever. Yeah.
I think that what's great too is you can also apply it to the movies. Like, for the first time you're seeing this movie, it's like, it's a memory, it's an experience, So bottle up that feeling. You'll never forget it the first time you see it.
If they're in this moment where they're seeing dinosaurs for like the first time and they're experiencing this thing together as a team, and like they want to hold on to this moment, like this is the coolest thing in the world. Like, we're on Dino Island, dinosaurs are real, we're getting to be like part of this world. They want to hold that in, they want to bottle that up, they want to keep that moment, like we said. And it's just going to be a really great moment in the film. I think it's, it's like a montage basically kind of moment. So it's going to be really, really cool. I think like, it's a family thing, and you get, because everyone has their favorite characters, because it's something that you do with your family, to bring everybody there, to watch it on the big screen as opposed to home on TV, it kind of makes, no pun intended, maybe there is a pun, it makes the characters larger than life. To see them up on the screen, doing this whole new adventure, going on a brand new journey, you get to enjoy that, and you get to feel from the crowd. Like, you might be there with your family, but another family next to you could be laughing and it makes you laugh. They could be crying and makes you cry. It's something for everybody.
I think the theater experience is more about the energy that
Yeah.
is running through the whole theater when everybody's watching it together and seeing it for the first time.
The smell of the popcorn.
Yeah, there's nothing better
know?
than looking to your left and seeing your kids just like this,
Yep.
Yeah,
eating
and
popcorn,
glued.
and literally just like,
now they've gotten so great with these animated stuff in the movie theaters where it's like some of the humor goes over the kids' heads, but the parents catch it.
Yeah.
It's cool.
So when I watch you dancing, money all comes in. Just one touch, you got me right. Just when you go down, right or right in the palm of your hand. Just one touch, you got me right in the palm of your hand. Just one touch, you got me right in the palm of your hand. He goes down. So you're going down on right. Just one touch, you got me right in the palm of your hand. Palm of your hand. Right in the palm of your hand. Just one touch, you got me right in the palm of your hand. That's it. Yes. Take this moment. Bottle up this feeling. Take this moment. Bottle up this feeling. Take this moment. Bottle up this feeling. 'Cause when I watch you dancing, I'm under your command. Just one touch, you got me right in the palm of your hand. So take this moment. Bottle up this feeling.